Hi Havens! So at the time of recording this is actually 47 minutes and 23 seconds. You might just see a shorter time depending on how much I cut down this video because I don't like the fact that this is 47 minutes and 23 seconds. However, as most of you who are Sims 4, I don't actually know which one of the demographics are going to be watching this video, but if you're a Sims 4 player, you probably know, actually if you're a gamer, you probably know what a Let's Play is. So that's basically what I'm going to try to do here. I'm going to try to do a Let's Play series. However, I kind of messed up by not recording while I was playing. I'm 100% sure I was supposed to be recording while I was playing so that I could actually give you like my in-live is not a word. My real-time responses or thoughts to the things that I was doing. But considering that I didn't do that for this first video, you're just gonna get random thoughts that pop up in my mind and probably me commenting on the game as I probably should, so you know what's going on. But yeah, hi. This rant is gonna be unscripted, as I'm pretty sure that's what gameplay is supposed to be. Like, you don't play a game with a script in your mind, right? Or at least I don't think so. So yeah, let me just start actually. By the way, I don't think I can talk for 47 minutes straight. Like some people, I probably can. I yap a lot. But to yap about nothing at all, I really don't think I can do that. So I'm actually probably going to cut this down from 47 minutes. Because what am I actually going to talk about in 47 minutes? I mean, most of this first part of the video, I really just like, I'm just figuring out houses. And as you could tell, like in the first part, I was doing a bit of addition to her personality because I kind of just made the sim and put her in the game. I have a story for her and everything. I just didn't do anything else. Imagine I did like a creative conjugation with these two topics. But next topic. What I've been trying to do for the past how many months, I think, is actually build a save file. So if you're a Sims 4 player, again, you know what a save file is. But just assuming that you're not the demographic of a Sims 4 player, because I think I have two demographics on this channel, is it's basically the game has a save with a world in it or a few worlds, depending on how many packs you have. And you can just like build. Well, it depends on which kind of save file you want to have. I don't know why you'd have a save file without buildings, though. I would think you'd want to have some buildings. An empty world doesn't look cute, but you can just build or take from the gallery if you want and plop those buildings in there. You can plop households in there, or you can just have a save file with just builds. I'm more of a builder, if you can tell, so I don't mind the one without households. I kind of mind the one without builds. But that's basically what it is. So I've been trying to do that for the past few months. Obviously, it hasn't been going that well. What I tried to do first was actually just build everything at once. That obviously didn't work out because I get tired after like one. Okay, I don't get tired after one build. I just lose the creative muse. I lose the creative muse because it's like, you know, you'll have this one build that you want to do and then you just get bored with it. And getting bored with it also means you kind of have no more creative ideas because it's like, what can I put here? And I don't like putting things that I don't like just for the sake of putting things there because I'm like, okay, at least I know this is going to be a kitchen. So let me just do any generic kind of kitchen because I don't want that. You know, I kind of want it to one, if I have a household for it already, I want it to match the household. And two, at least look homey or match the style of the build that I'm going for. Because in this world that I'm doing Willow Creek right now, everything is mostly going to be suburban. I think the only things that aren't going to be suburban are the houses on the right. No, that's my left side of the map all the way down. Like where you have the commercial area and then that area where you have the little modern houses. I think that's going to be a different style. I'm probably not going to make it modern though. I might make it, I don't think it's Victorian, but it's something along those old lines, but it's definitely not going to be the same suburban. However, you know, I actually forgot what I was talking about, and there is no cuts, no days, no nothing. I just forgot my thought process within 5 seconds. You know, if I actually continue like this, I might be able to go on for the full 47 minutes. But I won't if you don't want me to. You know, you have to actually want to hear my voice just ramble. nonsense for 47 minutes. If you want to, by all means, I can think of anything to talk about. But if you don't, you should probably say so, because I'm probably going to be ranting for 47 minutes. I don't exactly know how I'm going to cut this down. I just know that I might cut it down. But that's okay, because as I said, I basically just spent this entire time just building. I did play, but I think that's like the last part of this video. So this first part is good for just rambling, but that would also mean that this first part is probably the best part for me to take out. But I've already started, so I might as well continue, huh? Starting to think I probably should have scripted this. I'm going to try to see if I can make this weekly. If not weekly, it's not gonna pass 2 weeks. But I started recording the other part to this Let's Play series, and one, freaking Sims 4, well, okay, it wasn't Sims 4 fault this time. It's just that my laptop wasn't plugged in, so it turned off mid-game, and I didn't save. So I completely lost all of that, which was kind of sad for me, because there was this prompt that came up where my sim could actually join this dating game, which kind of ties in. She doesn't want to be a part of a dating game. It just kind of ties into her story, because I want her to go on a lot of dates to like find the one, right? And someone died. Oh my goodness, someone died while she was on one of her dates. So is it that one, or is it I don't know. I think we kind of figured out that I don't have a very good memory. But if someone died in the in the other part, then I can probably pull that up. But that entire save got deleted, so I had to start again. But then when I started again, I was like, I should probably not start so soon. I should probably at least record for this one first, and then see where my mind takes me, and then start playing that save again, because I don't want to be saying something in this and then the next save is like, oh, did I give you guys promises? Because I kind of made this video before I made the recording, so any promises is going to be in the third part, and I don't want it to be continuously rough until the third part, so I'm probably not going to do the second part right now. But yeah, when I actually do start, or at least when I finish this and figure out what the hell I'm going to do, that's when I'm gonna be like, okay, weekly or bi-weekly. Look at me as if I'm like paying y'all. I'm also gonna do this in the form of a legacy let's play. So again, if you're Sims 4, you know. If you're not Sims 4, legacy basically means I start with one sim or a family. You know, if you start with a family, it's a bit better because you have more people, so you don't get bored. But I start with one sim, and I kind of just continue their generation until how many generations? I kind of want to go up to 5. Every time I try actually, no, I think I want to go up to 3, because what I'm also doing, I'm actually going to do rotational gameplay as well. So I'm genuinely not going to just mainly focus on this particular sim. I'm going to focus on 2 or 3. Because what I'm doing is actually, so the save file that I was trying to create, I kind of oh, I was talking about the save file. Okay, now that we're back on track, the save file that I was talking about before, that I was saying, oh, I kept like getting bored or overwhelmed with it. What I figured out is what I probably should do is just play in the save file so that the buildings organically grow. And by organically grow, I mean I'm just gonna build every single building over time, because obviously I'm playing in the save file. So whenever I move my sim to a different place or I create a new sim, I'm gonna want to build for that sim to live in that place. So that's what I figured out, because I was like, how do I not make this too much work for me and make it actually fun, so I don't just forget about it and not want to do it anymore? And that's what I came up with. I was like, okay, let me just play in this save file so that at least I know where buildings are going to go. And because I'm aware that I'm building for this specific save file, I know that I'm still going to keep the same building styles, so that all I can do is just like relocate them to the actual save that I have that I'm not touching because I made a copy of it, you know. All right, so it actually looks as if I'm at the part where I started playing the game, so I'm still gonna continue talking about what I was talking about before. So as I said, that's the way that I found that was actually easy for me, so that I could actually do the save file without thinking about the fact that I'm doing the save file, because I'm still playing. And, you know, it also helps me to create sims with stories easier, other than just like thinking of the story, thinking of the sim, because at least I'm playing, so I know what I want for the sim already. So whenever I find a sim that I actually want to keep in my original save file, I just like remove them from the family and give them their story that I already made for them, and I just put them in that original save file along with a building if I have a building for them. So yeah. So let me actually start talking about my sim now. So her name is Sasha Soul. I really like that name. She's a fresh graduate from university. I'm going to make it. I think I gave her arts history. I think that's Brightchester. I don't think Foxbury really deals with art as their what do the Sims call it when they have the regular majors and then the distinguished degrees? Yeah, I don't think they do that. But if they do, they probably do. Again, memory, it's not really there. But yeah, she did art history, but I actually want her to become a writer. So what I'm gonna do is give her obviously a career in arts because that's what I want her to do. But after a while, I'm going to actually make her become a writer, like start writing her own stories and specifically romance, because I want it to be that she's never really had that fairy tale romance before. So she's kind of trying to vicariously live through her writings. And that's also why she's constantly going on dates and trying to meet new people, because she's like, maybe one of y'all can be my muse so I can write a story about you. And that's kind of her story right now. She just wants to be a writer and she also wants to actually experience romance. You know what I mean? Now, while we play along with her, we are going to uncover more about her life and her, like, what pushes her to do what she does. And I don't know, I'm probably gonna put like a plot point in there where she's so fixated on just finding a person to be a character in her story that she kind of forgets that the person is a real person as well, because I'm dramatic like that. But the basic gist is just that. Fresh out of college, she wants to be a writer. She's now a critic because that's kind of what her degree encompasses. And it also actually helps because it also helps with building her skill in writing. So chose the perfect job for her. So that's what I want her to do. I want her to start off as a critic, which ends up boosting her writing skill. And then I want her to actually start writing, like writing actual stories. So I think I'm going to start doing that when she's at like level 3 of the critic skill. And well, okay, when she's at level 3, I'm going to have her start writing. And then when she's at like level 5, I'm probably going to try to move her out into the writer career. I would really hope that Sims actually does that prompting where it goes, oh, hey, we think you'd be so good for this writer's career. That would make my life so much easier because then she just like jump up levels. But if they don't do that, I guess it's fine. She will have already had one book published, so I should be fine. But yeah, just so I don't end up going like long hours yapping for every single episode, and also so that every single episode actually has something being done in that episode, because my normal gameplay is kind of boring. I think. At least I would say my normal gameplay is kind of boring because I don't really do much other than I build, I play, and I don't even really go with the flow. Sims will give me actual prompts and I just decline them. That's literally my gameplay. So as it relates to that, I'm definitely going to have to not do that. So my gameplay is going to have to change a little bit. So I'm going to actually try to give myself goals. I mightn't follow them, but at least I'll know that I have those goals. So yeah, just to reiterate, she wants to be a writer. She wants to be a romance writer. So therefore I'm going to make her go on a bunch of dates. I want her to at least get to the top of her career, because I don't think I've ever had a sim that goes to the top of their career before like actually go full blown level 10. I think I usually just have them quit or retire or die. Actually, I think they usually just die before they even reach level 10, or just, yeah. So I think I'm going to at least try to make her go up to level 10 and then I'll end it off. Which means that I'm probably going to still be playing her even when she has a new generation of herself. That's kind of weird to say. I don't think I want to say herself, but just a new generation of the souls, I guess. Unless she gets with a man, then obviously she's going to take the man's last name because I'm traditional. We love to see it. But yeah, this first episode is really just going to be introductions, really. I didn't really have much of a plan when I was just recording. I just said, you know what, let me just record and call it a day. You know, I literally just, there was actually something wrong with that laptop. And I think I just had to move it like not even an inch. I think I just had to slightly move it. I don't know why Sims does that thing. It's so weird. Sims will do that thing where you put something in a place. That makes no sense. Sims will do that thing where you will put an object in a place and it doesn't work. But for some reason, all you have to do is just like wiggle it around a bit and then it works. And I think that's what was happening with this laptop because every single time I will try to get her to use the laptop, like if I just press on the laptop itself, she doesn't go to it. And I didn't know why. But all I had literally had to do was just move it around. Because before what I had to do was like make her sit down and then make her use the laptop, which was dumb because you're telling me she can literally still use the laptop. Oh, actually, it was the books. I just saw that a while ago. It was actually the books that were like right behind it because I used move object. But that was really giving me a pain in the ass. Also, I forgot what I was saying like 5 seconds ago. So we're just gonna like change the topic. So I'm gonna be playing with her best friend, and I think I'm going to add a third person in there. Her and her best friend are actually going to be in my original save file, by the way. But I don't think I'm going to put the best friend's soon to be husband, fiance. There was an actual word for that. I don't know why I said soon to be husband. I don't think I'm going to put him as one of the people that I rotate between. So I'm probably just going to have another random person. I'm going to figure that out by the time I start the second episode. But it's going to be her best friend. And I'm just going to rotate between those two until I find a third person to rotate between. So as I said, it's going to be a rotational legacy gameplay. The best friend is definitely going to be a part of the legacy because she's literally going to have a husband. And then I'm going to have her and some other random person. I think this is actually the part of the video where I just started to make the best friend's family because I didn't have a family. Also, ignore the incomplete park. I was trying to do something. I'm probably going to delete the entire park and do something else. We shall see. It depends on how it looks when it comes out. Well, not complete. But when it comes out, I'm just gonna figure out how my mind takes it when I go back into that park. We're gonna figure out how that works. So I think this day was actually her first day of the job, which I didn't know this, but critics don't have she works like 3 days, 4 days in the week, which is just crazy to me because again, as I said before, I don't usually do anything. So it's like, what am I going to do for the other days when she's not working? I can actually probably go on days. I completely forgot that I wanted her to go on dates. I can actually probably just go on dates. But other than dates, what else am I supposed to do? Because, I mean, she's a writer, but I'm not going to really have her start writing stories until she reads enough books. And for Sims, they can read one book within like, I want to say an hour, an in-game hour, but then, I don't know. Sometimes they take long. I don't know if there's an actual trait that they have that makes them take long, but sometimes they do really take long. And why is she struggling? I'm pretty sure I set her cooking level to 2. Why is she struggling to make grilled cheese? It literally looks like she's making grilled cheese. I don't know why she's anyways, that's not the point. The point is she has like 4 or 5 day offs of doing completely nothing, and I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to make her do for those days because I'm going to have to play her for a week, an entire week. And I don't think I can just make her go on that many dates. I mean, if I had the prompt before that I was talking about where they said, hey, go on 7 wild dates, then by all means I could just make her go on a bunch of dates and figure out how those dates go. But it's like, I mean, just dates? And then what? Write a story? She's not going to write a story until she reads like 2 romance stories. And then what? I'm going to need ideas. I'm literally going to have to probably watch Let's Plays. But the thing is, most Let's Plays are also like rags to riches Let's Plays. You know, that's you can figure out a good amount of stuff to do with a rags to riches Let's Plays. Most Let's Plays starts with entire families. She doesn't have a family. I literally just created her and plopped her into the world. She actually doesn't have a family. And I'm not actually going to give her a family for her to visit either because I'm a lazy sim. But I'm a lazy simmer. I'm not a lazy sim. I just called myself a sim. Look at me putting myself into the matrix. That's crazy. However, I was actually just looking at this house just now. And I'm kind of proud of myself. I mean, I was trying to go for the grungy, low income look, starter home. It didn't really work out. It's kind of hard to do that with The Sims unless you have a bunch of custom content. And I genuinely don't think I use custom content in this specific build. I'm definitely going to start using more custom content though, because I mean, I'm not sharing this save anyways. I mean, all of the Sims literally have custom content on themselves. I'm not going to share the save. But I was trying to see what I could do with what I had in the Sims game. I would say base game, but base game is literally just a base game, and we definitely don't have enough in the base game to make something look grungy. So I was trying to do it, as you can tell, with the bins and the trash and the old tires. And I'm pretty sure I'm looking for her best friend right now, and I don't think I found her. So I'm probably going to end up just summoning her with a cheat. Speaking of best friend, let me actually talk about her best friend. So her best friend is a mermaid. She just happens to be a mermaid. Her entire storyline isn't really going to be based around her being a mermaid. As I said, she's kind of just, well, in my original save, she's going to be about to be married because she's going to be engaged. I don't know if I'm going to do that for here. I think for here though, I'm actually just going to make her find love. That's probably what I'm going to do for her, just make her find love and then do the engagement thing. But in the original save file, she's going to already be engaged. But she lives in Del Sol Valley originally. I think in this save file, I have her living also in Willow Creek. But that's just because I'm trying to populate the world. Because another thing I realized when I was trying to like go out is that wow, there really isn't much places for them to go. I don't even have a pool. Bars, I thought I made a bar for Windenburg. I did not have a bar for Windenburg. So that's another reason why playing in the save file is really going to make me actually start to build more. Because when I'm going out, I don't want to be like, oh, where should we go? There's nowhere to go because I literally didn't build anything. Even though I'm not only using my builds, because specifically for mansions, I don't like making mansions. Okay, I'm gonna be so for real with you. Mansions are hard. They look so beautiful, they turn out so great, but then it's like to go through that entire thing of building a mansion and then decorating the interior. That's not me. Too much work, and I don't really like work, as you can probably tell. I mean, I would, but not for everything. Because I genuinely didn't even make the gots or the land grabs mansion because I wasn't about to do that, and I knew that I genuinely wanted them to look pretty or at least look like mansions. So I just did the next best thing. I went to gallery and I was like, hey guys, could you give me these people's builds? And I got like two very nice ones, and I was like, okay, that fits. I'm probably gonna do some mansions though, but for modern mansions specifically, or mansions that are like on big 64 by 64 lots, probably not. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna try my best to at least bring more builds so that the world doesn't look that empty. I was thinking of waiting until after I finished my save file, but then that was genuinely going to take a long time for me to actually finish because I didn't really have much of a muse to do anything. I mean, I'd be able to build 1 and 2 times, but it wouldn't be a case where I would constantly go on The Sims and just start building. So I ended up doing this, and I was like, okay, this makes sense because I'm going to be playing in the save file. I'm going to be posting to the YouTube channel, so I might as well actually continue and not just leave you guys hanging. So I think that's really going to help me actually. Why? This is another thing. Wonderful whims. I don't know why every single time when I plop into a world, every single woman is on her cycle that I meet and they have that stink air just surrounding them. It's very annoying. It's really just because every single woman is on her period. So the entire Sims world just synced together. They're not at least back to back, nothing. Everyone is just together. I really hate it because it's like I'm trying to talk to you and you stink. And what am I gonna do because the settings are new and I really can't find how to like get rid of it. I think I did in while I was like doing this because I was like, it's really not demure for you to be looking like this with stink all around you. Hold up. Do you guys remember the part where I said that they're supposed to be best friends? That's not, you're not. Anyways, so I guess we have an addition to the story that she had a childhood crush, but she was just friend zoned. So she went, okay, I'll just stick with being best friends. Also, they're matching, which is very cute. I didn't really plan for them to match. They just kind of matched. I'm cheating their friendship right now. Yes, I am. Because guess who's not going to actually try to make them, because they're supposed to already be best friends. All right? Don't judge me. Yes, I'm cheating. Don't judge me. But yeah, they weren't actually supposed to match. I just realized that these two things had like similar swatches. So I was like, oh, let me just put the two of them in this, have a best friend moment. And there you go. Other than the fact that she's like in love with her best friend, I guess, which is kind of weird. Um, I didn't plan for that to happen, but I guess we're just gonna go on with a story where things just happen without me planning for them to happen and I have to work around it. I guess that's the fun part of Let's Plays. It's kind of, you don't know what's gonna happen, even though you have a story for your sim. Your sim just goes, actually, I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want to do, and you're just gonna have to deal with it. And it's like, okay, I mean, it's your story. I might as well not play God right now. So I'm just getting them to know each other, because I guess when you cheat a friendship, you don't really know anything about the person you cheated the friendship with, which I'm not gonna cuss either MC Command or Sims 4, it's a cheat. You always expect something to happen with a cheat. So I'm just gonna have to try and figure out a way to go, okay, let's just assume they know everything about each other right now, and this is just backstory. Well, not backstory, actually. This is just like background happening in the foreground right now. We're just gonna ignore this, so yeah. And I'm pretty sure I tried to make them become best friends like twice. Why are they just now becoming best friends? Did you not listen to me? I actually have a delinquent sim, don't I? This is actually just a genuine delinquent sim. I can't even, there's nothing to say about this right now. What? Well, she's taking out my trash. I guess I can't complain about that, What's the best friend if they don't take out your trash, right, guys? Aggressive cut, because I don't know how to do any sort of transition for the life of me. However, I don't think... I'm pretty sure during this entire play, I figured out... Well, I moved the laptop, but during this time, I don't think I actually ended up moving the laptop. But, guys, what am I actually gonna do? I mean, I've tried cutting down this video a good how much minutes? I'm still at 43 minutes and 59 seconds. So considering that this is probably going to be, because I'm trying to aim for 30 minutes, I don't think I'm gonna reach 30 minutes, because I don't know what to cut out to make it 30 minutes. I mean, technically, I have a lot to cut out to make it 30 minutes, but I also don't really want to cut that out to make it 30 minutes. But it's just like, what am I going to do, Because I could just comment on what they're doing. But that, to me, is like, what exactly am I commenting on? Because right now, she's just doing her work. I think I'm making her do her work. Because I think the first thing she had to do was actually read a book. And I just looked away from my screen when I clicked on it. And I don't know if that is actually what the thing still... Okay, so guys, do you remember the time when I was like, oh, I want the Sims 4 to be like, hey, do you want to be a writer and just like work for us? Why is the Grim Reaper trying to get me to reap souls? That's not this kind... It's not that kind of Let's Play. I'm not in... That's not... I mean, probably, because I could, but that's not this kind of Let's Play. And I bet you damn well that if I actually make a macabre sim, they're not gonna give me that prompt. But they want to give my go lucky happy sim. Actually, it's happy go lucky. I don't know why I switched it around just now. Bro, we literally keep like moving off topic. What was I oh yeah, goals. Wait, I already spoke about goals. Wait, no. I kind of touched on goals. I don't think I actually like made goals for myself. Haley wants to hang out. Interesting. For all of the hangouts, I'm more than likely just gonna say yes, because I usually say no to these hangouts, because it's like, I mean, what am I gonna do anyways? But I might as well just say yes, because what am I gonna do anyways, But yeah, goals. Before I talk about goals, you know that thing where that Sims does, where they have an event and like you go to the event and you'd expect that you would spawn right in front of the event, but you don't, because why the hell do I have to zoom all the way out to see where the event is? I'm literally just like following where she's going right now, and I still don't know where she's going, because there's like two roads. Where are you going, ma'am? Okay, she's going that way. Let me just zoom out a bit more. I think I zoomed out a bit more. Or is it that over there? I think it's that over. Yeah. I think I just saw the people. Because how are you actually going to expect me to just know where to go? Like, yeah, I could follow my sim, but what if they just run away before I even am able to follow them? Look at this, hidden right between behind the trees. How was I supposed to see this, bro? It's on the other side of the map screen. How was I supposed to tell that that's where the event was going to be? You would think they would spawn you right in front of the event, but they don't. Anyways, back on track because I keep losing track. What was I talking about just now? Yeah, so goals. What are we going to do? So I know for this play, I stopped when she got her first promotion because I was trying to make her get her first promotion. So I guess what I could do is just like every single. But then the next thing is that I'm not going to be playing her every week. And I mean, the best friend does have a job as a writer, actually, funnily enough. But I could play her every week, but I do want to stick to rotational glean. I mean, unless there's a reason for me to actually continue past the week, I probably won't continue past the week. But when it's like her turn, I think what I want to do is try aiming for a promotion so that I'm not waiting like multiple weeks to get a promotion. But for that, I'm actually going to need to do a bit more research because it's kind of iffy for me. Sometimes my Sims will literally do nothing and I get a promotion, and then I'm actively trying to give them a promotion and I don't get a promotion. Also, do you remember when I said I wanted this to be 30 minutes and it's actually past 30 minutes? It's okay. It's completely fine. Like who actually cares about that, right? Not me. But yeah, promotion. Every time I play her for the week, I'm going to try to see if I can aim for a promotion. As I said before, level 3, she's going to start writing. Level 5, she's going to move over to the writer's career. I think by level 5, I want her to at least go on do I want her to be a serial dater? I think I want her to be well, I mean, she's obviously gonna have to be a serial dater, but like how many dates exactly do I want her to go on? Because I could just have a bunch of random blind dates, except they keep doing elders, okay? And it's like I distinctly remember where I said she doesn't like elders, so I'm not entirely sure why they keep giving her elders for blind dates. But I still could just go on a bunch of blind dates. But it's also like, I mean, it could be fun to go on a blind date with an elder, because as I said, like someone died in the last one. It wasn't the elder, by the way. It was just this random person. But I'm probably not going to post that one because, as I said, I was trying to do this recording before I posted it. So at least I know that I'm gonna need to try to like cut it down to 30 minutes when I do the next one. But I don't actually know. But I think for now, what I'm just gonna do is have her get a promotion and also go on at least 5 dates. So at least 5 dates for the week. It's 5 days in a week. It's not 5 days in a week. It's 7 days in a week. But I'm gonna make her play from Monday through to Saturday night, probably up till Sunday morning, because I'm not going to be able to like actually cut off when it's actual time for Sunday. So Monday through to Saturday, that's 6 days. So yeah, like 5 dates. I can make her go on 5 dates like for each day. Sometimes I can make it be in the night since I'm pretty sure she has work in the morning. So I could actually do that. So I'll actually see how that goes. And since I don't want to be Alabama-esque right now, as I said, I'm just going to go 3 generations for each of them. And when I reach their 3rd generation, then I can actually just start a whole new family and then have that family make their own kids so that everyone's not related by the end of the save file, because I'm also trying to make different families for my original save file. So that would actually be much better. Yeah, I don't really know what to comment on this. I don't know why I'm making her replace a pet. Oh, that's why I'm making her replace a pet. Okay. Anyways, is that someone's ashes? Did someone die from a fire? I mean, they all would have been crying if someone died from a fire, I think. Unless Sims changed that. Actually, I think someone died from a fire because he just caught a flame. Well, he didn't die, but is that actually so? I actually think I should have just rummaged. But if it was someone's ashes, that I don't want to like rummage through someone else's ashes. That would be kind of weird if I do say so myself. So I'm probably not gonna do that. Anyways, I think I'm just gonna end it here. It would be so funny if I just have another thing of me still talking because I'm not gonna actually, if you die, bro. Okay, so before my sim dies in the very first episode, I'm just gonna make her go home. But as I said, guys, those are my goals. That's what I hope to happen. So we'll just see in the next episode what actually does happen. And then we'll be able to like have a better structure, I think, instead of, well, what I'm doing now. So let's hope that works out. So I guess I'm just going to like, as I said, weekly. We can have, well, I can have weekly updates because it doesn't really take much for me to play an hour. Because an hour in real time is gonna equate to this. I think I don't know how long it took, but I think what I'm definitely gonna do is at least make sure that I have builds ready so that I'm not looking for builds in the middle of a gameplay. I mean, I wouldn't be looking for builds in the middle of a gameplay. I would actually just cut that part out. But you know what I mean? I just like not do that. So I'm gonna see what I can do for next time. And let's just see how this goes. And let's just hope it works. And again, let me know. Do you want me to actually rant about what's going on in the gameplay? I mean, it is a let's play. But I mean, you can just like tag along while I talk about random shit. I mean, the gaming is still on the screen, And I do like talk about the things that I guess make sense to talk about. But, it's your choice. Which do you prefer? Do you want me to rant about like random stuff or do you want me to actually like talk about the game that I'm playing? Because I can find a lot of stuff to rant about. Like the woods that I ranted about before. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys saw in the first part where I was genuinely like stuck. And I sped it up, by the way. So you know how actually stuck I was to try and figure out what kind of wood to use because the woods don't match. I go on about, I mean, I have a whole video dedicated to it. But other than that, though, yeah, guys,